Good job. Good things from any board trustees. Any comments?
I started one of those Corsia classes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Looking for, I haven't gotten far, but
Yeah.
they keep sending me reminders like, you go, just put in
Give
another
you
hour.
updates of how
Yeah.
far.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. You have to let us know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
We want to know your grades too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
we'll
let you know.
report.
Yep, let you know.
Any good things from superintendent?
There aren't any from anyone, but I look at the buildings and they've been really doing a nice job on cleaning them up, getting them ready. We've had this GSRP rooms are getting painted right now, so and there's a lot of activity out there. So onward and upward.
All right. Communications. Job postings.
Yep, those are all the job postings. We want to start putting them out there for everybody to see. We're working through them and getting people to apply for.
Perfect. Good getting them out there.
Yep.
Reports, superintendent report, board policy update.
Yeah, so I'm here to talk today a little bit about the policies for you all. So we did not get to hold a policy committee meeting, so we did it via email, and I asked everybody to do it. What I want to let you all know is a lot of these policies are similar to what we had in there. They just changed the names of them. So like, I know I was talking with Kelly a little bit today, sorry to put your name out there.
That's fine.
Some of them were talking about like policy number 3102 was talking about smoking and stuff like that. What they did is they changed the wording of it because the state of Michigan changed the way that they put it out there. And so they have to change the wording and then we have to readopt them. So what we did was, these are a lot and very similar to what we did last year this time when we adopted the new policies. So like nothing's really majorly changed. So for like that policy in particular, we said no CBD, no alcohol at school events and at school events that are even off campus. So we just want to, I think we as a community show like, hey, this is what we're at and this is where we stand. So no CBD, no alcohol, no drugs, obviously. Vaping, they even go into depth. The one change is that when you get a little depth, like on Saturday and Sunday, if he's here and you're walking on campus, are you allowed to do that? So we're just going to say we're non-smoking campus. Some of the other ones were gifts and donations. Anything over $5,000, we said a while ago, would go to the board. Anything under $5,000, obviously, I'll let you know if we get a $20 donation. But anything above $5,000, that would be taken in as just so for like an informational item for you all. Opioid antagonists, it asked if it was an optional one. We have the opioid antagonist. Probably not as much for the school day. It's usually for after school. There's events or anything at an event. We have that stuff available here to treat and help people.
Oh, you mean like for overdoses?
Yeah,
Like
forgot the name of it.
it's a Narcan.
Narcan. Yep. We hold that here. The Michigan Earned Sick Time Act. There were some like little hours, like the optional was like, how many hours do you do? And we have that all spelled out. It's either one or half a day.
Yeah.
Yep. So what our minimum.
And that's not for the board. That's for
Correct, for employees.
employees.
Drug and alcohol, free workplace, 4210, same thing. We're just saying no to everything. Makes it easier that way. Student use of wireless and communications devices, again, changed the wording of it. I think it used to be cell phone use and now it's wireless communications devices. So that changed it, which then changed the way where we're option, and we're going to be the option 2 again, which is no phones at all during the day. So keep that consistent. The suicide prevention one, we went with the basic one. We just felt as a small school, it's hard to do that. So we kept the basic which was what we did last time as a board. Student identification cards is optional, but recommended to put, I believe it's like the suicide hotline and everything on the back of the ID cards. It used to be a state law, and now I think they backed off and made it optional but it's already, I believe, on our cards as it stands. And then the very last one is a threat assessment. It requires us to set up a threat assessment team, which we already have one, and it's going on, and it's the threat assessment. It's anytime there's a threatening behavior that goes on in school. It's a new state law that requires us to have a team made up of a teacher, a counselor, administrator, and any other group, usually police officer, like I've had, where we bring them in and we determine whether or not the child is a threat, and if they are, what level of threat they are. And it's a whole training process that the state police puts on. Greta, Bobby, myself are all trained in process. So, and you look at a lot of little things that identify whether or not a student is a real threat, and what the FBI found like 7 different things, like leakage, like they'll talk about it before if that's out there. Like pictures and drawing pictures and doing different things. So like if you have a preponderance of those things, that's where you do that. So this basically allows us to have a meeting and work it through, and we have to by law. So that's the policy. So basically, the long story short, we kept everything pretty close to the same, although some of the wordings changed.
So we're adopting them tonight?
Yes.
So when you said you emailed out the survey or questions, that was to the committee?
The committee,
right?
yeah, you all
Okay.
received these. I'm pretty sure I sent this to everybody.
Yep.
And then I sent the more in-depth committee, which
Did you
says,
receive those all back? I don't remember getting that, but
Those are just
these are just what the updates are.
of tell, like,
It's in your
basically
packet.
put it in
It's in the
layman's
packet.
terms.
in
of
the
what else.
packet. Oh, when
Yeah.
you said, I thought it was like a separate thing you sent
Yeah.
out to everyone. It's in the packet.
I sent it out too, I think. I sent in an email and said, this is an easier one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read it 2 or 3 weeks ago.
And there's probably 10 that have optional language in it out
Right.
of 30. So, and that's the 10 that we just went through on those.
No major changes at all on any of that. All right, thank you. Finance, Andy?
We met 13th. Looked at the bills list. Jeremy gave a bond update that we are over our estimate. And I mean that in a good way. I guess we'd be under.
Under.
Yeah,
I wrote over, but it's good.
over on expense, what we're getting.
About by, I think it was, I got 2.5 M, so must be I'm at 2.5 mil.
Correct.
Good for me to check my notes. So we talked about AC.
To the middle school.
Was it the middle school?
Correct.
Gym, some gym work, some interior doors, door glass, canopy to the entrance, athletic entrance, middle school. Fill in utility vault and courtyard update. And where that still would still be ahead. We looked at door fob replacement, 73,000, and it's possible that insurance may cover that. We talked about Renaissance Learning, $40,000 a year renewal. We talked about finance director position and different options available there. Jeremy's was pursuing with Hastings and the ISD. We looked at a breakdown of boiler repairs, labor to parts. And we talked about the 40 acres of the school in Orangeville. And I think that was about it.
Sounds good. Perfect. Facilities, do we want to wrap that up with the other part of bond update? Do you have anything else to add?
No, just the keyless entry at the high school. New scoreboards are installed. We also discussed usage of our property across the street here and possible usage of the property over in Orangeville and maybe how we could utilize that, in the future, whether it be for ag science class or some different opportunities there. Yeah, and as far as bond goes, it's exciting to see the team room. I was almost dried in. The concrete's poured for the visitors' bleachers, and they're working on the sidewalk around the southwest side of the stadium. And continuing to plan middle school project.
Exciting things.
Yeah, greenhouse looks like it's on site maybe too.
It is.
That's in the trailer.
Yep, that's what's in the trailer. They're waiting on, I think, something getting run out there before they can install it. And then it'll take 2 days to install.
Did you follow the county on the garden property over here?
I have an email in and I'm gonna call this week.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we've been working on the garden property because if you look at the property lines, they're all,
Property lines are messed up
I
from
mean,
years ago.
the community garden?
Yeah,
I thought that was owned by the phone company.
well,
half of it.
The lines are.
half of it, the county owns the rest of it. It should have been a road.
Well, I just wondered what
Yeah.
the inside joke is. Then. I
Yeah.
didn't know. Okay.
They're just trying to get it straightened up because the property lines are all over, things are overlapping and
Okay.
just to get it
I
straight.
just thought it was
Sounds like
like everyone's
they've been
smile
some
and knows
hours.
about it.
Tell you,
I'm just, trying to stay in the loop.
there you go. All right, sounds good. I think we have a DPF, unless you got anything to say with them.
No,
Um,
they take a month off.
all right, sounds good. Personnel resignations, Gabby Gonzalez, daycare assistant, Parker Tamaz, daycare assistant, and Cindy Owen, your director of finance. No retirements. Consent agenda, approval of previous minutes from June 16th, 2026, special board budget hearing, and June 16th, 2026, regular board meeting minutes. Approval of July 13th, 2026 financial report, which is your June bills. Approval of the support staff appointments, reassignments, and termination. Keith Fabry, Raymond St. Ong, and support staff termination, Bridget Wright. Looking for motion support to approve the consent agenda is listed.
So
Andy,
Support.
Kelly.
Can you clarify about Cindy so it's not confusion to the community?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Cindy has put in her letter of resignation. So we are starting the process of doing a search. We have 3 people that have applied so far. And we just put it out on the MSBO, Michigan School Business Officials. And obviously it's a huge position to fill.
And she's willing to
A lot
stay.
of different things. She's willing to stay on part-time. She wants to do some accounting work and she wants to have a little more flexibility to be with her grandchild and be at home and kind of like slow down on things because it is a taxing job. So we're looking at a lot of different options right now. I've called up a guy in a different district that had some options that they were talking about that I heard from Nick. I also talked to Nick and Rich about doing some partnership with the finance position. They just hired someone at Hastings. The problem is that we're running into is we're all on different systems. So whatever we do, one of us would have to learn a different system. And I don't know if anyone's willing to do that. Like Nick, I know that Hastings just went to LINQ, I think it's called, for their like payroll software. And it was a really challenging thing. So anything we do is a challenge. So and just trying to look at that. I plan on the August meeting kind of going over with what our plans are with that. I started the presentation, I started talking with everybody, and we're just going to kind of realign some positions. So a lot of different things are on the table. Like we could look at if we brought payroll on here, that could be a potential savings if we do it that way. Right now, we, as you probably know, we contract with K-RISA. So with Cindy's help and knowledge, and if we found someone that was strong in payroll, that could be an option where we could do some savings that way. And just trying to look at what's the best way to serve the needs of everybody and make everybody leave at the end of the day sane. That makes sense.
So my question was that she's willing to stay. She's staying till the end of the year.
Oh yeah, she's here till the end of the year.
Okay, that's what
As the finance director, she said if we find someone great earlier, great, we can work on that. But I'm gonna talk to all the people who applied and let them know, like, I'm probably just gonna delay it, probably 30 or so days, just so I can get personally healed and better once that happens, and go from there.
Hate to lose her, but she's sure to help us out in a few years there. We're having a rough patch, so.
It'd be great if you had an overlap where they could.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
those types of positions, it's so important to have a little overlap
Yeah.
and training and.
So if somebody wanted to start earlier, it'd be.
She said she does not want to be put in the same position she was. She
Yeah.
had
She was
3 days of training
Yeah.
and
Yeah, 'cause
everything
she
else.
up and left, and that was it. She got thrown into something that she, didn't get involved in, and it was, she really did a good job for us, so we thank her for that.
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
All right, Mrs. Ackerman?
Aye.
Mrs. Forsythe?
Aye.
Mrs. Martin?
Aye.
Mr. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner?
Aye.
I'm aye as well. Motion carried.
One absent.
All right, action items, personnel appointments. Approval of hiring Haley Clark as a GSRP lead teacher. Looking for motion support to approve Haley Clark as the GSR lead teacher's position.
So
Andy,
Support.
Kelly, any discussion?
I will say she's going to be fantastic in that
Like,
position.
yeah.
Her daughter is
Been around the community
cutest,
for a long time,
Yep.
so.
and she was teaching right across the street, so
Perfect.
bring her back over here.
Is that the all-day classroom? or
That's
is
the
that
all-day classroom. Michelle is still doing the part-day.
All right, Mrs. Forsythe,
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman,
Aye.
Mrs. Martin,
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner.
Aye.
Mr. Shaver.
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried.
One absent.
Approval of hiring Christy Ayers as the early childhood coordinator. Looking for motion of support.
So
Andy? Support. Jesse? Any discussion? Mr. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner?
aye.
Mrs. Martin?
Aye.
Mrs. Forsythe?
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried. Approval of hiring Kimberly Sterzik as the 8th grade ELA teacher. Looking for motion of support.
So moved.
Andy?
Support.
Jesse? Any discussion? Mrs. Forsythe?
Aye.
Mrs. Martin?
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman?
Aye.
Mr. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried. Approval of granting Sandra Padolan tenure status. Looking for motion and support.
So moved.
Support.
Kelly and Andy. Any discussion? Mr. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner?
Aye.
Mrs. Martin?
Aye.
Mrs. Forsythe?
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried. Approval of true updates for the board policy manual. Looking for motion and support.
Support.
Andy?
Support.
Jesse? Any further discussion on those? You did a good job explaining them.
Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Forsythe?
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman?
Aye.
Mrs. Martin?
Aye.
Mr. Shaver?
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried. Approval of Renaissance Learning Quote. Looking for motion and support.
So
Andy?
Support.
Jesse? Any questions on the Renaissance Learning Quote? Any comments?
Yeah, I'll add a comment. So the quote is for, I believe, $4,000. It's spread out over 3 years. It's a 3-year agreement, so it's $40,000 a year. But most of it is coming out of Title I funds. Most of it's coming out of the at-risk funds. I replaced Title I funds and we're putting some more things. So it's coming out of the at-risk funds. A big chunk, like 13 or 15,000, gets reimbursed from the state for the benchmark test, because it's the STAR test that everybody takes. And this is the same thing. You approved it probably a year and a half ago, and this is just the renewal of that. So I don't
This
want you
is
to
the
think that
second.
this is like a whole new,
Mhm.
And this
Thing that-
replaces the,
it replaced the NWEA. 9-12, we're still using the NWEA. But we're gonna keep the K-8 with the STAR test. And the reason being is STAR will take it, it's shorter for the kids, so they don't have to take like the NWEA takes up a week of instruction. This will take up a day of instruction for English and math. And then it gives the kids specific things to do in like Freckle and Lilo as part of the thing, so they can go right into it and get extra practice of the areas that they're weakest in. So
Cool.
it all kind of aligns.
Mrs. Forsythe,
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman.
Aye.
Mr. Shaver,
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner.
Aye.
Mrs. Martin.
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried. Approval of night watch quote for elementary and middle school builders. Looking for motion and support.
So moved.
Jesse,
Support.
any discussion? Mr. Shaver,
Aye.
Mr. Stoneburner,
aye.
Mrs. Martin,
Aye.
Mrs. Forsythe,
Aye.
Mrs. Ackerman.
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Motion is carried. All right.
And we did get the letter. Did I tell you that? Yes,
You did.
that it was, it is going to be an insurance claim that we have for that.
Wonderful.
Great.
I don't know
Even
how
better.
much they'll do.
Better not. That's it for action items. Public comment, hearing of individuals and delegations related to board meeting agenda or school issues. Speakers are requested to state their names and addresses and abide by the 3-minute time limit. Is there anybody here to speak to us today? All right, sounds good. None. Any comments from board trustees? Anybody got anything for this fine middle of summer meeting?
Do we know when the elevators can be fixed? It will be by.
We just approved it. So I would
It'll be
say
fixed by the first start of school, obviously.
that's our hope.
Because it's the reader.
It's not the actual.
Everything's electronic now, you know. it's just-
Oh, no kidding.
We've got to go.
Well, I'm just thinking, fourth graders, it's gonna be a little awkward.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Good exercise for them.
They never
Yeah,
use
they
the elevator
don't use it.
anyways.
Well, I meant it needs to be handicap accessible.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If not, we can lift them through a window on the
Yeah.
outside. It'll be fine.
I'll definitely need it pretty soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you won't be able to visit fourth grade, will you?
Yeah.
Any comments? Any other comments from you?
Nope, I go on Friday at 8:00 in the
9th.
morning for foot surgery.
So they're either gonna fix you or you're gonna get amputated, one of the two.
That's what I told them. I don't care, just fix it.
Either way, you don't want you're sick of dealing with the pain.
We can amputate it.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can
save
save,
money.
man, we do it
Say
half
we got
price.
I know.
farmers here.
No,
Okay.
I'm cautiously excited for it. I don't want to do the no wait on it for 6 weeks, so I'm worried about that part.
Yeah.
Well, at least you did it the most beautiful time of year, so you can't enjoy it.
Just remember, you don't follow directions, it goes even more.
It's really.
I'm going to follow directions.
All right.
Good.
Cindy will have to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, she probably will. Sam has yelled at me enough.
I had one positive that I've seen that people are talking about the senior banners that are gonna be in town. I don't know if you guys have
I
seen
don't
that.
ever heard that, no.
But I'm
Oh, yeah.
like, that's really cool.
Mhm.
And I think that's
They're gonna
good.
hang them on a light bulb?
That's what I've heard.
I'm wondering where they're
Like
gonna
Richard does, I like
paint
that.
poles. That's what I'm curious about.
Well, 2 on each one.
Anyway, I think that's a positive.
Yeah, that's
Yes, it
awesome. I
is.
do
They
like
are.
that.
Yeah.
I've always liked how they do that
Yep.
through Richland, so. Excellent.
Yeah, that was, Hunter was,
Yeah.
Good.
wanted to try that
Good.
and then go for it. I
Yep.
didn't want to do that. I love that. That's the best part of small town.
Absolutely. I agree. True. All right.
Maintenance staff as well has done a really nice job of keeping the campus all summer and
Looks
going above
much,
and
much
beyond.
better,
It's
yes.
definitely noticeable. So major kudos to them. And
Keep going in that direction.
yeah,
It's easier to maintain once you get caught up with some stuff,
Absolutely.
so.
Yeah, it's been a big help having Blake here for that, and it's let Jim come inside, so he's been doing my inside work and picking little things, and I'm like, find them minuscule things. He's like, well, what about
I was
the
gonna say,
tiles that are
Yeah.
off the walls, on the corners? And I'm like,
Yeah. Good for you.
I
Yeah.
said, or peel them off and put some new tiles on.
Yeah.
Like make it look like it's supposed to be there.
How have we been getting calls or enrollments or anything?
We took 3 kids in. I know for a fact
We have a good amount.
it's a good chunk, yeah.
Good, great.
I think every day I get a phone call asking either where do I drop off the enrollment packet or where do I pick it up?
Nice.
Or a question about enrollment,
Awesome.
honestly, for all grades too.
Yeah.
So for high school, middle school, and elementary.
And Cindy told me today she's cautiously optimistic if they take the, so part of the law with the new budget was the weighted average of 3 years.
Mhm.
If they do that, it'll show that we had 1,025 kids, so that will really help our budget out, because we budgeted like 20 down, because that's what the kind of, so
Yeah, that's a big-
so 970 versus
1,025.
1,025 is a big difference in the budget. So
And if we keep increasing so that 3 years from now, we'll.
we could give raises to our board members.
Oh, are they?
Oh, sorry.
I would say that's a good question. Right now, there's been a lot of people moving to the area,
Okay.
or people live in the area, got married, their significant other and their kids are moving here.
Okay.
Then yes, I would say a few school choice, some from like Gull Lake, some from other locations. So, yeah.
Good, so that's asked.
Okay.
That's good.
The thing you remember though, it seems like historically our drops don't come until after school starts.
The drops will come usually once the secretaries get back. That's when we'll start seeing more and more of them, because, so we'll know better probably 2 weeks before school starts. We'll know how many at least are in and out.
Andy's such a downer.
Good job.
But positive, like 40, what did we have? 46 in GSRP. So
Yeah.
that's 16 more kids
Yeah.
than we've handled in the past. So,
Did you get any feedback from those postcards you sent?
no,
Nothing?
I just more kids that came in after. So like, I think we were at 37 and we were on the fence with whether or not to run the 2 sections, and then
And you don't know, sometimes there's a delay, like I had a mailer sitting on my desk at work I realized it had been almost 3 months when I called them on Friday or Monday. And I'm like, yeah, I've had this on my to-do list. I go, oh, I got this in May, my bad. But you never know, it sits on somebody's, till they're down to the bottom of their to-do list.
we put some more signs outside, like Kathy noticed them today, like and then there's one big one that's not up yet. So
I'm looking forward to the big one.
the big one's like probably right in the front of the school.
Okay.
It's like a 12-foot banner.
Because unless you're stopped,
Yeah, you don't see, I drove
I
past that.
could not read them unless you're at a
The little,
complete
what,
stop.
talking about the yard
Yeah,
signs? to
that's
enroll?
enroll now.
Okay.
We could, I mean, Founders Weekend is coming up before the next board meeting. We
Yeah.
could just do something. I
Yeah.
know Hastings has them at the fair, but we don't.
But we could put them throughout the park.
Mhm.
That's a good idea.
It's a good idea, yeah.
We actually should have them, we still have food pickup on Thursdays. We should have them up there too.
I've heard really good things about the food pickup.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Lots of families.
Yeah. And they come from all over, so that'd be great. And they're stopped and they can read them.
No, that's a good idea.
Thank you.
I have some videos that are coming out that kind of like summarize the end of the school year, and so we're working on those. Those are some other things that we have, so trying to get that out and going, so. It's a lot of plates in the air.
In fact, I just spoke with a school board member from TK and she said, oh, it sounds like you guys are thriving. I go, well, yeah, we are.
What do you expect? Come on down. All righty, well, our next meeting will be conducted 7 PM on Tuesday, August 18th, hopefully upstairs, pending the elevator repair. Looking for motion support to adjourn the meeting. Andy? Support. Jesse, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion's carried. Meeting is adjourned at 7:33.
Can I abuse it?
No.
Just because I've been.